Welcome back to the G.B.B, guys. Jay once again. On the line, I'm joined by Shan. Shans, what up?
What up, man?
Back at it again. Another 3 points. 3 goals as well. Manchester United versus Fulham. And we got the points. We got 3 goals. Pogba with a brace. Could the world be any better? Besides the fact that Phil Jones has signed a new contract extension, it could be. Shan, let's go over the game. What did you think about that one?
Good game, of course, with the win. Firstly, I'll touch on Fulham because, like I said, Ryan Babel was a bit of a problem for us. Schürrle was very good in that game, I thought. He has patches where he goes disappearing in games, but this game is everywhere he needed to be. He played well. And I was quite surprised that they didn't start Ryan Sessegnon because that flash of quickness that Sessegnon has could have been very valuable to them. On our end of things, Martial's goal was fantastic. The intent from when he picked up that ball, he was always going to score, and he did. And that's great to see that even in the middle of the field, when our players are picking up balls, he had Lukaku to his right, free and open as an option, but still decided to cut up 2 defenders and score the goal. So that kind of confidence is beautiful to see, and it makes for good-looking football. Pogba's goals, fantastic. I mean, one was a penalty, but their first goal to set it off and break the duck was fantastic, and so early on in the match as well. So we played really well, and I hope that we keep playing like this.
Yep. Pogba's first goal, obviously, that tight angle. Great to see him finish that one. Obviously, the through ball from Martial. So Martial's got an assist and a goal. Pogba gets 2 goals. You know, it's not bad at all. We did obviously have flashes where we were in trouble a little bit. Vieto's first half strike, I think it was within 5 minutes, that he flashed through past the left-hand post. Could have tested David De Gea, but obviously he wasn't on target. The chance probably came a little bit too soon to him, so he wasn't warmed up. But there were other opportunities where Mitrovic got in a couple of times, and we had to be, on the front foot. They played a very good first 45. The fact that we obviously scored the goals as quick as we did, obviously pretty much put the game to bed. But to come out and get the third goal, pretty much put it to sleep. And Manchester United get a win where we should get a win, and it's what we hadn't been doing earlier on in the season. It's scary to think that if a lot of those games where we were coming up against lower ranked teams, if we were able to get draws where we lost and wins where we drew, we could have been really pushing for the title. Obviously, the big boys above us have been slipping up lately, and some absolutely getting spanked. Other Chelsea and Manchester City, what they did to them was, criminal. But Manchester United, we get our points. And the rest are pretty much scrapping and trying to get points where they can. With the resurgence of Manchester United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we look the better team forward. And if they keep it up, we might sneak our way all the way up to second, hopefully. That'll be fantastic to see. And it obviously means that Ole's resume and his push to get this job long term. I said to Shannon before this that if we can go to PSG and beat them, the job should be his. Because for the turnaround that we've had in the league since he's come in, I mean, within 7 games in the Premier League, we've gone from 11th place to 4th place. And, if we didn't get the draw against Burnley, we could have been in 3rd. So, this all just shows you what when you have happy players, when you have a happy environment, when you have a group of players that obviously have the confidence of the coaching staff, what a world of difference it makes. It obviously, we do understand that Mourinho is a tactical genius and he's done it, time after time, and his trophy cabinet is probably one of the best of any manager going around at the moment. But you got to say that when the team is happy, when the environment is positive, you can get the result. We don't have bad players. We've got fantastic players, world-class players. Anthony Martial showing you that. Picks up the ball from over the halfway line, runs it through. We all knew what was coming. People were singing, Martial's song from the time he picked up the ball. because you knew exactly what was going to happen. It was going to end up in the back of the net. Pogba with his 2 goals. It feels good with the French connection going off the way it is. Chance, anything else to add there about Fulham before we move on?
I think they're a team that can hold in the Premier League. They've got the coach now to do it. They've brought in the right players, the right experience, and the right financial side of things. Because a lot of teams that sort of flirt with relegation and come up and down, they get excited when they come back in the Premier League and spend their money ill. So they're doing a good job of spending their money in the right way with the right players. And if they can culture Sessegnon to stay there another season and then sell him off right before he's about to pop and become a big-time player, it can secure them in the Premier League for another 2-3 seasons. So they've got the right recipe to stay up. And honestly, just for the romanticism of their legacy, the tradition of them being in the Premier League, I'd like them to stay. Not at the expense of beating us at any point in time, but I'd like them to stay.
No, I agree. And I think Fulham is obviously one of those teams that have been out of the Premier League for so long. It is good to see them back. But the problem is sitting in second to last at the moment. Relegation is a threat that they obviously have looming over their heads. And I'd hate to see them become a Southampton or a Sunderland, where they're in the midst of dropping, they sell off all their star players, and you probably won't see them back in the Premier League for quite a few years. Sessegnon is obviously one of those players. I think bringing in Babel and a few others, obviously they've got Foster Mensah there who didn't play against us, but they've got these good players that they've brought in to build a team. Schürrle, obviously, Mitrovic. They've got the players to be able to compete in the Premier League. The results just haven't gone their way. We can speak affectionately about them because they're nowhere near where we are in the table. But there's particular teams that you'd like to see do better than what they're doing at the moment. And there's other teams like Arsenal that you hope just fall off the planet. Sorry, Nick. Guys, Shannon and I obviously picked out teams before the game. You'll see them popping up at the bottom of the screen. You'll see that we both got 8 points. So the leaderboard stays exactly the way that it is in the top right-hand corner. And we don't get any points for the predicted scores either on FIFA 19. But that's the way it is. Moving forward, we obviously have a Champions League game this week, which we're really looking forward to. I know that I was feeling before we obviously got to this point with Ollie that it was just going to be a case of let's see who's going to knock us out of the Champions League this year. But it feels a lot better. There's a lot more positivity and it looks like we could actually go and compete. Let's look forward to that, and we'll obviously talk about that in the preview of the PSG game. But for now, guys, I want to thank Shannon for joining me. Thanks for jumping on the line, Shans. Thank everyone for joining us. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Check us out on all our social media platforms. And we'll see you for the preview of the Champions League this week. Guys, thanks. Shot.